Guys, the Royal Rumble. Now, a little bit different this year. A little bit different. Let me tell you. I, for one, am happy. Overall, I was happy with this pay-per-view. Overall, I'm not cringing at this pay-per-view. Okay? I'm not. This pay-per-view lasted over 4 hours. 5 if you count the pre-show. I kind of wish it would have started an hour before what it did. To be honest, it didn't go over till after 11 o'clock. It'd be going past midnight if it was. It'd be going past midnight if you lived up in New York and those type places. But I wish it would have started a little bit earlier. But still, Royal Rumble did pretty good this year. Rhea Ripley, victorious. We saw the conclusion. And really, it is the conclusion, all right, of Sami Zayn being in the bloodline. He was officially kicked out tonight. Officially kicked out. I'm telling you, it has been a ride. It has been a great ride seeing Sami Zayn and this transformation, him turning into one of the most over superstars in WWE today. He is. I mean, would we have thought a long time ago that Sami Zayn would be as popular as what he is right now? I would have said no. I tell you what, I know that at the Elimination Chamber, and I think you know that too, that's going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. It's got to be. And if it's not that, then I guess we're going to see Sami Zayn win the Elimination Chamber matchup. It's one of those two things. I mean, that's judging by what happened tonight, those are the two possible choices that I can think of for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Canada next month. Either that matchup and Reigns doesn't have a match, or Sami Zayn trying to get a shot at the undisputed title on a certain night, on the other night of WrestleMania, night 1 or night 2, and then Roman Reigns defends the title on both nights. One of those two things is happening. Okay? WWE has clearly pointed that out tonight. I love it. They did a good job with that. And I can't believe I'm putting it that over, because you all know, anybody that's followed this channel for any length of time at all knows that I have not always been a Roman Reigns fan. And I'm not saying that I am still the biggest Roman Reigns fan. But what they're doing here, good work. Now, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view itself. At first, I thought, last year and years prior, you either see the Royal Rumble match kick off the show, or a Royal Rumble match kick off the show, it's usually not the men's, or you see the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship kick off the show. Because when you're the champion, it's kind of like, if you're not last, then you're opening the show. And the men's Royal Rumble is usually saved for the main event. Well, when I saw the men's Royal Rumble matchup open the show, I was scratching my head at first until we saw what happened tonight in the main event when Sami Zayn hit Roman Reigns with the steel chair after we saw all that stuff with the bloodline just beating up Kevin Owens after the match and handcuffing Kevin Owens after the match and all that stuff. And then Sami Zayn having to choose, what he was going to do, whether to hit, Kevin Owens or not. But that was his final test. And instead he hit Roman Reigns in the back. That deserved to be on the main event. But when the show opened, I thought, this is awkward. Okay? This is awkward. All right? But the Men's Royal Rumble, while I was watching it, I just thought, it's a guaranteed Cody Rhodes win. Cody Rhodes victorious. And there's a part of me that did not like that whatsoever. Like, even the Final Four, I didn't like that they did that. Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes. Final Four. Okay? Now, Gunther, I like what they did with him all the way through 1 through 30. He was there up till the very end, and he was the last one to get thrown out. Great experiment they're doing with Gunther. They are doing a great thing with Gunther right now. And WWE needs to keep it up because he's doing a great job over on SmackDown. And I hope they have something big in mind for Gunther for WrestleMania. I really do. But, that Final Four, look, we all knew Austin Theory wasn't going to win a Royal Rumble. We knew that. I mean, he's doing a great job in WWE, but we knew he wasn't going to win. Seth Rollins? No. He wasn't going to either. It's not going to happen. Not working. Will not happen. Okay. So it was guaranteed Cody Rhodes victory. To me, a little bad Final Four to put two champions, and Seth Rollins as the Final Four. That's just me, wrestling fans. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about that. I did like, though, that they continued to rival with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And that Bobby Lashley dumped Brock Lesnar over the top rope very quickly. She's going to continue on Monday Night Raw. So I did enjoy that. And I also enjoyed the tease that they showed of Gunther and Brock Lesnar for a later date. Will that happen? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not, because they had Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar have their confrontation later on in the match. So we'll have to see how all that plays out. But I did enjoy how they continued on with it. Now, Bray Wyatt and the Pitch Black match. I like how the Pitch Black match came off. I like how they really toned down the lights. They dimmed the lights. I mean, how it was all black and stuff. And how, like, once they put the stuff on their face, that kind of lit up. It highlighted on them. I enjoyed that. And how the ring was highlighted under the lighting. I enjoyed that. The match itself, whatever. But the things about the match I thought was cool. Okay? What Bray Wyatt did to himself, I thought was very interesting. You know, how he had the contacts on that made his eyes look different and all that stuff. I thought it was a good design how they did it. And the ending of it where Uncle Howdy came and jumped off the top of the Titantron onto LA Knight and the stage exploded. That was pretty cool too. And one thing I was noticing was the mask that Bray Wyatt was wearing. And, you know, the only thing that comes to my mind is, you know, we're not seeing the Fiend, but we are seeing a different formation type, a different dark character of Bray Wyatt. And the mask is just that extra layer, okay, you know, of Bray Wyatt, just like the Fiend was. So I enjoy how they kind of took that Fiend part and they are changing it up some, because, you know, it wasn't very long ago that they brought back the Firefly Funhouse. That was just a couple weeks ago. So we're seeing different stages of Bray Wyatt, and I enjoy that, and I hope they keep that up. Okay, now Alexa Bliss, speaking of all this dark character stuff, Alexa Bliss. She lost very quickly. Very, very quickly. Are we surprised? I'm not. I'm not at all. As a matter of fact, I think we all pretty much predicted it, that she was going to lose. Now, here's the kicker. We predicted she was going to lose, but the most important thing is what happened after. And that is more transformation of her character. That is the most important thing about Alexa Bliss right now. Her character changing. That is what's important. Not her becoming the Raw Women's Champion. For all the Alexa Bliss's fans out there. And yes, I'm an Alexa Bliss fan too. But her becoming champ is not what ultimately is important right now. Okay, what's important right now, as far as the title is concerned, is seeing Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Because I don't want to see Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. That is not a path. That's not a road that I want to see. As a matter of fact, I would rather see a dark, cryptic Rhea Ripley that's still with the Judgment Day taking on Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley take that title off of Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. I'd rather see that. That's what I would rather see at Mania. You all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Now, the pretty much just told you what the women's Royal Rumble was. Um, I like the ending sequence of it. How Asuka threw or sprayed the green mist in Liv Morgan's face, and then Rhea Ripley dumped Liv Morgan and Asuka out onto the floor. I did like that about the match, that ending sequence. But the most important thing is Rhea Ripley is rightfully going to to WrestleMania to face either Bianca Belair or Charlotte, and I hope she stays on Monday Night Raw. That's what I'm hoping for. Don't go to SmackDown. I watched that your question. I watched Rhea Ripley's questions that she did on a press conference, and then I turned it off to come do the review. And I'll be honest with you, she mentioned both Charlotte and Bianca Belair, and she hyped up Charlotte and being able to beat her at Mania and kind of getting revenge on that. And then she talked about Bianca Belair some too, but I just hope she doesn't go down that path of Charlotte. I really do. And of course, the main event. The main event was a good match. Was a good match. Now, the biggest thing that came of it had nothing to do with Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Matter of fact, this entire rival had nothing to do with Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Ultimately, it had to do with Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens was just that cot in the wheel that was stirring the pot. That was it. And you know what? It is ending just like the way we thought it would. And I'm enjoying the ride. And I know you all are too. They had a good matchup. It ended exactly the way we thought it would. And they're going to Elimination Chamber to do one of those two things that I mentioned earlier. Either Sami Zayn is facing Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, or Sami Zayn will go into the Elimination Chamber and win a shot at Roman Reigns on the other night that he's not defending his title at WrestleMania. You're hearing it here now. I'm getting out of here. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Royal Rumble. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel today. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.